We are ready to gear up again with NBA basketball as the Lakers take the floor. Just a few.
Yeah, I mean, their skill levels on the offensive end are like night and day. I mean, Brook Lopez has a lot of different weapons to use, both on the inside and at about the 15-foot mark.
Jeremy Lin went 0 for 6 in his last game before the break. He's in the game, going to get it back. So let's see if he can knock this one down. And he does. That one's pure for Jay Lin, shooting 43% on the year, and that's his 47th. By Price.
Bad play by Darren.
Price once again wowing the crowd a little bit with his dribbling. Bounced underneath to Davis. Turns on Lopez. Got to get a bounce. Does it. And he'll get the rebound. Oh, and he throws it right into the hands of Davis.
He was falling out of bounds. He had to get rid of it.
Set, fire, get for Jeremy Lin as he's open in the short corner.
Brook Lopez a little mad at himself, but his momentum was carrying.
The bench did outscore Portland in the game before the break, 33-32, which means he outscored the opposition 25 of the last 28. What a job by the bench. Slot it under to Davis. Give the assist to Jeremy Lin. And give the bucket to Ed Davis.
I wondered where Jeremy was going. He had a purpose there, I guess, and he found Ed Davis.
Ed Davis, 4 out of 5. Ultra efficient. His 10 minutes of play. Lakers down by a bucket. Bogdanovich from deep.
Finally missed something.
Rebound.
It's only his third miss of the night.
Oh, look at running the floor. Rim running, and he is fouled. Both of his shots.
And both times, I believe, that Jeremy's been in, he's been playing the off guard, so he's been moving without the ball.
Jeremy Lin attacks the basket and scores. 38 points in the paint for the Lakers. The opposition, they've got 40. Outlet by Hill on the miss to Price. Ronnie's going to back it up with 1:16 to go in the quarter. Lin. Johnson, by the way, 10 in the third to lead the charge for Brooklyn underneath. Good feed, and off the glass goes Ed Davis. Knicks played 13 minutes. Jeremy Lin sees an open path and comes in amongst the trees. Going to get a whistle and a foul.
Well, if you're going to go into the forest and amongst the trees, you're going to be willing to.
He's going to get dealt.
He wasn't.
Too many rumors. No, there were really. You know, the Lakers, everybody kind of figured they were going to stand pat. And that's exactly what they did. They've already gone over their season average. So the Laker defense just letting them down in a major way. Well, Jeremy Lin's going right back to the line.
But again, if you're going to get that kind of pressure on you as a guard, you have to be able to beat that pressure off the dribble, but be under control and be able to make a play. And at that time, as he beats the pressure, he gets fouled, and Jeremy Lin back to shoot 2 free throws.
All right, Laker fans, do you want to have when you're playing a zone? And it's taken care of there by Jordan Hill. Jeremy Lin down the middle he goes. Oh, runs into a man. That's going to be a block.
He had a man on his right wing. If he just shovels it over to him and then slides to his left himself, Ed Davis probably has a dunk, but he outguessed himself and runs into the defender. And fortunately for Jeremy, they call it a block.
Yeah, living there here in this fourth quarter. We haven't even played a minute and a half, and Lin's going there for the 3rd time in the quarter. 98-80. Lakers have the worst scoring defense in the NBA. They've, nothing imminent there. They hosted with the Knicks the past All-Star weekend, but still a dramatic disappointment for this team. So much of an expectation heaped upon them the last few years. Here's Ronnie Price, kicked over to Jeremy Lin. Over the defensive Darius Morris. He can ring that one up. Jeremy Lin goes around Thaddeus Young. Remember, he was with Philadelphia, and then he was dealt in that Kevin Love trade to Minnesota as Jeremy Lin continues a really nice shooting night. 5 for 6 in just 17.
Played under a lot better control tonight. Again, do you see the read by Ronnie Price?
And this time he came up with it. Jeremy Lin at the other end. Jeremy Lin matches his uniform number.
Yeah, 6 out of 7. He's got 17 points, and all of a sudden the Nets say, look, let's talk this over. The Lakers have cut this 22-point lead down to 12, and there's still 5:40 left to play.
They still wind up in the bottom 5. They'll get the pick, but it's Philly's pick if it falls out of there.
Lakers can care less who gets it.
Yeah, exactly. They just want to make sure that they get it if they're not going to go anywhere. Teams stick out to you?
Oklahoma City and Portland. Portland did pretty well, but I think Oklahoma City may have, depending upon the health of Kevin Durant, of course. I understand he left the game last night or so with an injured foot. Well, not an injured foot, I should say a sore foot. So if and it's the same foot that he
down there to add a little depth because they dealt Reggie Jackson away, who didn't want to be there.